Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Sunless Sea. We're starting off here at Pigmoat Isle, and you'll notice that we have to start the story here again, despite already going through it 2 times now. For further evidence of why that might be, we have a new captain here, Captain Moray. Yeah, things happened the last time. Let's just take a quick look as I try to describe what happened. So, last time we started off down here at the Isle of Cats with the Captain Drew. While here, the Captain Drew turned a person over to the Pirate King and did some other questionable things. Yeah, not a great person there. Yeah, made some decisions. Terror started growing. Went off, stopped at the Salt Lions to finish up another story bit. Again, terror started growing, and terror just kept growing, and growing, and growing. It reached 100 in an event at the Salt Lions. So as we pull out of port and start sailing off, hoping to get to Fallen London, we get about here when we have another mutiny. Yeah, and this time it did not end so well. Captain Drew survived one mutiny, only for his crew to go mutinous again on their very next voyage. So yeah, we have a new captain, the Captain Moray. I was trying to think of something. I just picked this picture because, why not? And just said, Moray, that's a eel. That works. This new captain, if we go to the journal, is a soldier, so we started off with a lot of extra iron, so we're better at combat. We also had an heirloom from our last captain, so we started off with a lot of echo, so we were able to just immediately upgrade our ship again. And after that, anyways, let's go back to the map. Anyways, again, started off at Fallen London. Did our basic Did our basic starting things there in Fallen London. Nothing much new. Stopped at Abbey Rock, picked up the port report there. Went over to the Gators Morn because we had a mission with our... Oops, I meant to open the journal. What was their name again? The August Travel Writer. This runs Nomic Gallivant. Yeah, we brought this travel writer over to Gators Morn, where we also had a mission for the Admiralty here. So we come over to the Gators Morn, we pick up the port report and the Gators and the Admiral's information. And then there was a sudden murder, and the passenger, that's the word, that we've picked up, this travel writer, was just like, okay, my work here is done. So yeah, I think we might be escorting a pretty dangerous person, a very dangerous individual. So yeah, we're going through that again. But anyways, after Gators Morn, we decided we were gonna head up north to Pigmoat Isle, and this is where we ended off last time, as we were trying to decide what we were gonna do with the storyline here. We disembark. We've read a lot of this. We've read the war bits in the Tale of Pigmoat Isle. If you want to read and hear the full story again, I've gone through it a couple of times already. But I've heard more than enough. We can't broker a peace, because last time we tried that, and it was just like, no, you can't do that. But we do get the choice between the rats or the guinea pigs. The first time we went with the rats, and I prefer the storyline there. But with the guinea pigs, we are much more likely to pick up the blue Skintalak, which is like a really good combat ability, where you can just like instantly refill up your cannons every 20 seconds or so. It's like really good. But I think I want to see how the story here continues. So let's go back to the rats. Turn to the rats to give you a little bit of fuel and a little bit of supplies. Again, just going through all of this really quickly. We've already read a lot of this. Do I forget if we get anything for looking at these? So I'm just going to quickly just scroll through them. Nope, doesn't look like it. But anyways, we finish off our exploration, and then we get tasked with helping the rats win the war. Let's see. We offer strategic information for Veils, or we offer to take the lead for irons. For iron, it's singular. Why is this one plural and this one's singular? Not entirely sure. This is the option we went with the first time, but once again, it is the higher chance of success, so we're not getting any new story bits with this island. But we are just trying to get through it, so... Palpable hit. This is the success screen again. And we get a little bit of Skintalak, a bale of parabola linen, and Pigmote Isle is its own kingdom. We'll pick up the Radis Faber. Oh, that brings down the civilization level. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. We'll intercede on behalf of the KBs again. Yep. That brings up the spirit, and here we go. Nothing else new there. We got our port reports, and a new nation has been founded. Yep. Then, eventually... if we have something a way to import, we can help them resolve dilemma. If our ship was damaged, they could repair it for us, but that's pretty expensive. Or we can steal the Rat Star. The Rat Star is really good, but we're not stealing it yet. So anyways, now we can return here at some point, and this will just be like a little safe place out here in the Unterzee. Maybe some more story bits will pop up whenever we return here. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Just setting it up for further adventures down the road. So, now we have to make the decision of where we're heading off to. We have 6 fuel and 4 supplies. Or I guess 7 fuel. Oh, we also have to go to Venderbite and Cumane Canal. So we're probably going to start heading west. Supplies are a little iffy, but I think it'll be fine. We're good to just start going. Ugh. And there's a monster immediately ahead of us. It's going to turn around and hit us in just a second. Yep, there it is. 8 damage. Why are these things so strong? Why are the monsters so much harder to kill than the actual enemy ships? We can scoop it up. Perhaps you can eat it. Better yet, perhaps your sailors can. Or we can let it disperse. Yeah, we've killed one of these things before. A face? From above, the jellyflitter's cap does look a little like a woman's face. She does all flick smeared paint. We get a Z story for it. Nothing to maybe help us down the road. We've killed one of those things before. I don't think that's new story bits. Anyways, we're good to get going again. I think we can turn off the lights for now. Some sort of beetle has invaded your morsel of ship's biscuit. It waggles its antenna impotently. Are we on track to hit vendor bite? Maybe. We're going to pass through a little tiny bit of map we haven't explored before. We've explored most of the western side of the map. Just a little bit, little pockets here and there, and then this, like, southern bit. Anyways. Are we gonna have the fuel and supplies to stop up at vendor bite first? I think so. We're definitely gonna make it to vendor bite, and I think we have the resources to continue and then just turn south and make it to Fallen London too. I think it's gonna be okay. I hope it's gonna be okay. Doubting myself a little bit, but I'm gonna push forward. Iron and Misery Cove Funging Station. Might as well stop up here for a port report while we pass by. Yeah, the port's on this side. I thought it was. I couldn't remember. And there's the port report. Let's attempt gathering supplies. Gain 5 terror. We're gonna try that a couple of times. There we go. A little bit of terror for a little bit of supplies. I think it's probably worth it. And then I suppose we'll have tea with the factor while we're here. Yep. A little bit of supplies, fragments, and lost terrors. Yep. I think it's worth it. Just a couple little things to help us on our way. That makes me a little bit more comfortable with the supplies. Fuels are still a little iffy. We've entered a fog bank. Let's avoid hitting any rocks, shall we? The fog got really thick for a second and I forgot where the rocks were. I think we'll be okay. Are we going a little bit too far north? I think so. Okay. Turned at basically the right point. If we had kept going north too far, we would have went too far. Right? Yes, if we went too far, we went too far. That just makes sense. Yeah. If we went north any further, we would have gone too far. That's what I meant to say. But anyways, should be pulling up the vendor bite in just a second here. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Okay, while we're here, we're gonna do pick up our mission for the curator, I think is what they were called. The trouble with tomb colonists. You've brought this decaying emigrant north. Now what? One last fight. The passenger has been drinking. Ahoy! She taunts. Defend yourself! She launches a tipsy assault. Your crew hang back, chuckling. Thanks, crew. Your iron quality gives you 100% chance of success. I wonder how this is gonna go then. Oh, look, we won. Tomb colonists have a lifetime of bitter experience. Some of them are the deadliest combatants under the earth. Possibly this one is, when she hasn't drunk quite so much rum. We'll never know. She salutes you, laughing after you disarm her. Good fight. She opines, then she staggers backwards and falls over the side. You never do find what happened to her, but at least you have her rather magnificent cavalry saber and her belongings. You succeeded. You brought a tomb colonist to Venderbite and defeated them in an unexpected duel. Gained an outlandish artifact, gained an iron, and gained 2 supplies. But we did lose our tomb colonist. Okay. This is a certain little restaurant. We lost a terror. We could recruit them, but it's very expensive, so we're not going to do that just yet. Not going to do the dusty glass of wine. Port report. I'm just trying to get through a lot of this stuff. Hopefully get to some new stuff at some point. What is this? The last tour operator. Oi, Captain. I have 1,000 sad and bandaged souls here. They're choosing their final fate. You take them on one last diversionary tour. It may be a longish trip. Make sure you have enough supplies. This will replace 12 supplies with 12 tomb colonists, who you'll need to take to 3 destinations in the Unterzee. Pass over your objective, tomb colonist quality to learn the destination for each visit. We'll have to keep that in mind. I don't think we've seen that one before. But why are we losing 12 supplies for 12 tomb colonists? That doesn't really make much sense to me, but okay. Anyways, visit the first curator. Just pick up the mission they give us. Yep, just the same colors, except I know where to find one of these. I'm fairly certain. This apocyan one. I think the word apocyan is literally in the description for the blue scintillac over at Pigmoat. So we need to gain that in order to complete this mission. I'm not sure if we'll ever actually complete that mission then. Anyways, we'll explore vendor bites. The Carmine Chapel. A little chapel stands alone. You poke your head through the door. The walls are a deep red, just this side of scarlet. A ruby-tinted window at the back glows a steady light. An electric lamp behind the glass? Rare and expensive, but there is no gaslight. No one is here. And yet you have the sensation that only a moment ago, someone must have been. Search the place. What can you find? Leave? Making offering. Locked with menaces, unaccountably peckish. Make an offering with half-familiar rites. The unaccountably peckish menace is the cannibal menace. Please explain. Maybe I don't want to explain. Let's search the place. What can you find? 100. 100? Huh? There is an altar, a block of basalt. There are pews, pulpits. No Bibles, no hymn books. The stained glass window is the red of cochineal. An inscription on the lintel of the door reads, "For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat." And that is all. Your crew are eager to leave. No one looks back. Gain a terror and 20 fragments. Totally worth it. And that's all. We're good to head back off. We're gonna turn south, probably stop at Hunter's Keep, and then pull into Fallen London. Pick up supplies and stuff, and just continue on again. We're just doing a lot of, like, building our stuff back up, going through a lot of these previous stories again, just, like, get prepared for longer voyages to new adventures. And yeah, we have to turn like that, roughly, to hit... Oh! I actually jumped a little bit on that one. I, like, was not expecting to suddenly just be in combat. Apparently the word combat was pretty loose there. A stout crate. Crate's the source of sustenance, the fundamental element of cargo. 5 supplies. Ooh, nice. Maybe we won't be picking up much in the way of supplies, but definitely fuel at this point. Is this another pirate vessel, or... Oh, bats. Oh, really? Did 19 damage? Got him. Gather up the corpses. They are succulent with stolen blood. Into the pots. Or dispose of the corpses. Their mere touch leaves you shuddering. I'm assuming this will just get rid of current hunger. So let's dispose of them. Their eyes are still fierce in death. Sailors sweep them overboard with brooms, careful not to touch them. Close the gazetteer. I think that was just like a civilian vessel or something, or a trader or something, so it wasn't like a pirate we had to deal with. Anyways, we can turn off the light for now. How close are we to... Never mind. About to ask, how close are we to Hunter's Keep as it pulls into view? There we go. Hunter's Keep. Recon Ultra. For the port report. Let's spy on the house. Last time we attempted to spy on the house and we failed, so let's try it again. Oh. We won this time. Piano music drifts across the terrace. You peer through a half-open French window into a grand parlor. Grand in a size, if a little reduced in style by dust and neglect. A dark-haired, pale-skinned young woman bends earnestly over a piano keyboard. Another, fair-haired but unmistakably her sister, sprawls on the sofa with a book. A third sits by the fireplace, staring sorrowfully into the embers. Soon, she says, and the piano music falters and stops. We'll go hungry, and then the end will come. For me, but not for you. The pianist raises her eyes from the keyboard. Hush, if we don't speak of it. She frowns. Has she seen you at the window? You withdraw. You know something of Hunter's Keep. I guess we all present ourselves at the house. We already read that one before. I think we've had lunch with all of the sisters. Let's go with the middle sister, Lucy, I guess. A daft tale. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidentially. A complex story about a butler, a pig, and an inheritance. You don't follow all the details of the plot, but somehow the pig ends up in an attic and the butler in a vicar's bed. Candles flicker, dishes enter and leave, and the wind butts gently at the window panes. By the time the plum pudding arrives, you're as cheerful as you've been in months. You're acquainted with the Sisters of Hunter's Keep. Lose some hunger, gain a supply, and we now have Stone's attention. And that's all we can do for now. We got a new piece of story here for Hunter's Keep there. We hadn't seen that you'll go hungry, but soon the food will run out, be gone, but you'll live on. We hadn't seen that line before, or that little story piece before. Though there is more than meets the eye there at Hunter's Keep. We had a feeling about it, but we hadn't no solid evidence so far. But anyways, that was further away than that. Is it really just that close? How did it take us so long to find Hunter's Keep on our first captain then? I think Hunter's Keep ended up being like the 5th or 6th island we found on our first run through, despite more or less being an eye shot. Anyways, dock up. We'll deal with you in a moment. London. Visit the Admiralty. Gator's Morn. 30 Echo and a favor and a fuel. Hunter's Keep. 5 Echo, a favor, fuel. Vanderbite. 10 echo, favor fuel. Station 3. 100 echo. Heavy rock. 20 echo. Pigmo. 10. Demo. 20. Here's the strategic information. What's that? Indeed, indeed. I'll send you up directly to speak to the Admiral himself. I read that like the Admiral himself. Here we go. Pass on strategic information. And this is the same line as like several times before. Anyways, 150 echo. Don't have any more port reports. We do have this revelatory chart. Let's find out if it's real. Careful inspection. He scrutinizes the chart minutely through a lens. He doesn't, you notice, remove the dark spectacles. It passes muster, he remarks. The usual fee applies. 250 echo. Well, this was nice money-wise. And let's see if there's anything specific he wants from us. He wants us to go to the Kimane Canal. That's where we're heading anyways, so thank you, I guess. Okay, there's that. Oh, the Blind Bruiser's gone. Guess we'll head into London. Can't carouse because we don't have a free evening, right? That's what we're missing. Looks like it. We'll pick that up next time we come back to London, I suppose. Read the morning paper for the recent news. Probably not much else here to do. I don't think we have enough to make an heirloom yet. We can write a will, though. We can write a will and leave it to someone despite not having someone to leave it to. But hey, write a will. Yep. 100 echo, and now we have a will, so we don't lose everything upon restart again. I thought you needed to have an actual heir first to do that, but that's much preferred. Yep, so that's probably all we can do here. Looks like it, so I guess we're off. How much fuel did we actually pick up here? 10 fuel, 11 cargo, or 11 supplies. Actually, can we can't visit we need a secret first. How close are we to a secret? Need another 170 fragments. How do we only have... Okay, that's our page score, not how many fragments we have. I guess that's okay. Anyways, just a quick stop off at here in London. Pick up quite a bit of fuel there. And we're just going to continue on. Oops, meant to open the map. Straight down to the Kimane Canal. We'll stop off at Mudden Island. Did I just see something moving here? Was that my imagination, or was there like a ship that just passed by real quick? Might have been my imagination. No idea. Anyways, sailing right into a fog bank as usual. And there's nothing in the fog bank, right? Doesn't appear to be, so I think we'll be okay. We're gonna barely avoid running into that. Pull into port here, so we can pick up the port report for it. The light did very little to help us out here, so might as well just turn it back off. Baker's Haven. Where is the... Which one's the port report? Here it is. Chat to the fisherman. An echo for a port report. unlocked when Mudden Island. Another day. As time is passing on Mudden Island. Interesting. We've already done that one. Explore the shore. Visit the hilltop. Don't think we need to buy supplies or fuel here. They're pretty expensive and we're pretty good on it already. I'm trying to remember what story pieces we've done here so far. We could pick up the Mog, but I don't think we're going to worry about that. I don't think we've done the hilltop thing, so let's do this. There's not much wind on the Unterzee, but Mudden Island suffers eerie gusts and buffets from an inexplicably local fragment of weather, and the air on the hilltop sometimes carries interesting scents. Toasting the wind. You stand on a cliff top, looking over the little village. Smoke from the chimney of the Cock and Magpie drifts straight upwards. As you watch, the smoke tilts. The sudden wind thins it to a pencil smudge, then nothing. The wind screams unexpectedly, like a god cut in half. What a noise! It must be the caves around the island channeling the air. At least, that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask and make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is a southerly. 2 fragments for 45... no, 2 terror for 45 fragments. Okay, then. I guess we'll have drinks as well at the pub. The public house. Lose 1 terror for 20 echo. I think we've already read that before. Okay, so we can just do that over again. I couldn't remember if there was more to that than what that little piece was. I guess not. But anyways, again, off with the Leicester, not doing much in the fog anyways, and continuing down to the main canal. Let's pull in closer to shore. There is some map left to fill out there. So we might as well while we're capable. Home waters. Sailors dawdle at the rail, watching for the lights of London. I was looking at the map to see if there was any... if that was what the red lines were to tell you when you're in home waters, but it's not. I still have no idea what the lines on the map are for. Let's turn on the lights. I think we're probably close enough to shore to be filling out the map. Oh, there's a crab monster. Doesn't appear to have noticed us. We're just gonna avoid it. Distant bell. Whoops. Forgot how it curled in like that. Well, I guess we're gonna deal with the crab monster anyways. Come back here. Come back here. I didn't want to go... Fine then. What? The crab is messing with us at this point. Really? Really? Fine, crab thing. What? Missed. What was that sudden speed up from it, though? It was over here, then suddenly it was... Gotcha. We'll dissect it, just pick up some extra fragments, I suppose. Yep. Could have brought down hunger to 0, but I guess... I think we want the fragments right now. We want to pick up a secret so that we can get the alarming scholar back in London. But anyways, Lucky Main Canal. Pull in, pick up our port report, then go through some of the story stuff we have for this place. And... Gianotto Harbor, or however you pronounce that. The Command Canal staging area. We read through a lot of this. Can't travel to the surface still, we need quite a bit more fuel for that. Gather information for the port reports. And fulfill your Admiralty commission. We're out and made a contact at the foot of the Albertine gates. The password is the Empire remembers. In the shadow of the gates, a deeply tanned vagabond waits in a jolly boat. His clothes are ragged and his face is filthy, but his voice and manners are educated. His message is a string of numbers and the names of 7 towns in Essex, Shropshire, Cumbria. He insists that you repeat it back to him 3 times. He will not allow you to commit it to paper. Strategic information. I suppose we'll listen to surface gossip? Sorry, end. A card game ends badly when one surface sailor snipes another for all the usual reasons. The other players scrabble for the coins that spill from her pockets, but you snatch up a scrap of paper they overlook. Curious markings, dates, times, codenames, spies work. Moves in the great game. The nations of Europe and beyond compete for influence. Their plots reach even to the Neath. The Admiral and the diplomat, among others, will be interested to hear this. I've seen this required for something before, but we never found it before, so I guess that's pretty cool. Finally, drop off the August travel writer. As before, Captain, here is the payment for bringing me here. I'll be back by nightfall. We speak more then. By evening bow. The travel writer sets swiftly into the port, his briefcase hanging easily at his side. In the middle of your afternoon tea, a crowd rushes by the cafe. They gather at the foot of a lamppost, gawking, shrieking and gasping. A woman is strung from the light, her face sliced like Venetian blinds. Heavens! A pale navigator whispers, Isn't she the explorer? Said she meant to plant a flag on the seabed? No one replies. You spy the travel writer in the crowd, frowning. You gain 150 echo. A final request. I said 150 echo, right? I didn't misspeak there. The August travel writer's request. The August travel writer makes a few notes in his journal as you walk back to your ship. His suit is immaculate, though his hands are ink-stained. I've one last port to visit, he says quietly. There's 200 echoes in it for you this time. Might as well see it through the end. Where do you want to go? Down for Khan's Hearts. Really? All the way up north? Or northeast? A final chapter. Travel writer snaps shut his journal. I've only one last place I wish to visit. Khan's Heart. Take me there whenever is most convenient. His voice changed like 4 times. And that's all we can do here. Map. Where do we want to go now? Do we just book it straight back up there? Because we could go east, stop at Salt Lions, pick up the port report, and then just turn up north. We just cut it straight across. Yeah, I just kind of want to finish this storyline. This is going to be a lot of back and forth. But hey, I don't really feel like doing a lot of the just same stuff we've already been through. I kind of want to just see new stuff. Are we going to have enough fuel for the... enough fuels and supplies for the trip back and forth? We'll definitely make it. It's a question of if we make it back or not. I think we'll be okay. We can pick up fuel and supplies in other places if need be. Yeah, we'll just go straight up there. We can buy fuel and supplies in Consard, it's just a little expensive. So, just gonna cut all the way across. Not gonna take that long. It'll be a little bit, but not forever. Oh, and this will also give us an opportunity to stop at Pigmoats. Continue on with the story, because we never got a chance to see what happens after this point with the rats. Oops. Hit my mic. Here's another crab thing. We're not going to worry about it. And we're sailing into more fog. Have we stopped here on this run? And have we ever... Oh yeah, this is Abbey Rock. Yes, we have. I'm fairly certain. We're just gonna ignore that crab, because we're in a fog bank and it will just be more trouble than it's worth trying to lock onto it in here. Anyways, passing Abbey Rock. I'm gonna come up to... What's the next island? I don't remember. Gatorsborn. I thought there was something in between here and Gatorsborn that we would pass right by, but I guess not. Anyways. Wait, where's Pig Mode? How far? Okay, we're in line to reach Pig Mode already. Okay. Nice. A little bit further. I don't really know what to say right now to fill in the gap. I'm just sort of traveling. I'm just gonna look through here real quick. All these missions that we need to, all the stuff we need to find for missions. We have our will. We don't have much in the way that's in our journal. Yep. Oh, excuse me. Haven't picked up all of our new... haven't picked up all the story bits we've started before. And here we go. We're getting something. Maybe. Where is it? Is there something like tailing us but we can't see it? Oh, is it that? Yes, it is. Really? I missed. There's been a pirate tailing us for who knows how long. We just haven't been able to see it. Really? Okay. Fire! One more shot, we'll do it. There we go. You destroyed a cracked pirate steam pinnace. Wooden scuttler. For cache of curiosities. Some sort of barrel. A firkin of honey. This is what they call prisoner's honey, wrung by the lamplighter bee from the exile's rose. Wonder who made up all these names, remarks able seaman Cargit. Someone who has read or cites too many books, I'm thinking. A firkin of prisoner's honey. 100 dreams in every barrel. Interesting. Ways, we're almost to Pig Moat. Looking at the time, assuming the storyline in Pig Moat's not too long, I think we'll do this, head to Khan's Heart. I think we have enough time for both. Maybe a little bit, couple minutes longer than I wanted it to, but oh well. Oh well. Anyways, pulling up to Saints Haven on Pig Moat Isle. A little more concerned about the fuel than I was before. So, I said we weren't concerned at 7, and it'd taken us 3 to make it all across the map, so I guess it will be okay. Rise of Pig Moat Isle. We can request repairs for quite a bit of money. Pilot port report, might as well. Oh, Marinia, resolve a dilemma. An aid runs over. Fearless advisor, you return to us. Praise the tide. We need your wisdom once again. A dilemma. How will you advise the Pig Moat Isle? Time passes on Pig Moat Isle. A dilemma on Pig Moat Isle. A guilty rodent stands, his head bowed. The aide rushes him forward. Fearless advisor, this traitor stole food from our stores. To feed a sick child, he claims. Do we show mercy or make an example of the wretch? Advocate mercy. His actions were understandable, if unfortunate. Civilization 1 and Pigmonile 1. Spirit 1. Insist an example be made of him. A new nation cannot afford to set as such a precedent. Mights and spirits. No half measures. Insist a wretch be hung, drawn, quartered into pieces, impaled on spikes as a warning to all. And to his family, too. Whoa! Okay, civilization is the worst one. Advocate mercy. If I have to guess, this lowers civilization by 1 and raises spirit by 1. This is what I would like to do, but losing civilization isn't a good thing right now, because they're so low already. We make an example of him, might goes up by 1, and spirit goes down by 1, I'm assuming. Half measures, everything but might goes down by 1, I'm thinking, and maybe might goes up by 2. Or maybe civilization goes up by... Maybe both of these go up by 1 and this one goes by down by 2. Let's advocate mercy. I'm a little scared it's going to drop civilization down. Anyways. Forgiven and forgotten. The guilty rodent is released back to his family, all weaking with relief. Few claim justice has not been done. But it is not the last such theft, and with each one, it becomes harder for the Marinians to tell where the line between clemency and weakness is drawn. Yep, that might have been a mistake. You resolved the dilemma for better or for worse. 50 fragments. Civilization is down to 2, but spirit's up at 7. So whatever we need, we can just lower spirit down. Oh, that just made repairing harder. Might have been a mistake there. And that's all to do here at Pigmoat for now. We're going to return pretty often. At this point, I kind of want to just make this the best place it can be. Anyways, looking at the time again, I was hoping we'd have enough time for this little story bit and for heading to the concert to just finish off the August Travel Writers mission. But at this point, yeah, time-wise, we're a little bit later than I would like to just continue on. So I think we're going to end it here. Anyways, we've not done a lot new. We've picked up a couple new story bits, but for the most part, it's just going through a lot of stuff we've already seen before, just trying to build ourselves back up. We are doing pretty well as far as money goes, though. We started at like 900 and we're up at basically 1600. That's pretty good. And supplies-wise, we picked up a lot without spending anything on it. That's pretty good for us. But anyways, as I said, gonna end it here. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have. And I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care everyone.